of Bonomo's Turkey Staffy present the Magic Clown.
Hello, everybody. Now, I tell you, I want all of you boys and girls here this morning to join in singing the new Bonomo song with me very loud. And you boys and girls out there, watch your television screen for the new words, and you sing along with us. All right, orchestra, strike up the band. Oh, we love the Magic Clown, the swellest show in town. The tricks are fun for everyone. We love the Magic Clown. There's Raffy, too, you know. He stars in every show. And have you heard the magic word? Hooray! It's Bonomo! You know, I heard all of you boys and girls out there singing this morning, every last one of you, and you learned that very, very well. But now let's do a trick. Oh, let's see. I'd like to have... How about this young lady? Will you come out and help me do a trick? And, oh, this young man over here, will you come over? What's your name, Sonny? Come on over. Arthur? And what is your name? Joanna and Arthur. Now, Joanna, I want you to stand right here. And Arthur, you stand right over here on this side, and I'm going to tell you a little story about a friend of mine. Now, stand right back this way a little bit, Arthur. A friend of mine named Dumpy, and Dumpy was a dwarf, and he was the smallest dwarf in the whole world. And he lived in a great big empty castle. You know, it was empty. There was no furniture in it, because Dumpy was so small he couldn't climb up on the chairs or lay in beds or anything like that, so he slept right on the floor. And Dumpy was a very funny dwarf. He liked to collect birds' eggs. But he never saw a bird's egg because he was so small that he couldn't see a bird's egg way up in the tree. One day he went walking in the forest, and he met a very famous magician, and a very handsome magician. And Dumpy said, "Mr. Magician, will you teach me to grow big?" Well, I forget the magician's name, but anyway, when Dumpy said, "Will you teach me to grow big?" I said, "Why, certainly I will, Dumpy." That's what I told him. And I gave him a little piece of paper that said, "If you want to grow, you must blow." And he went home to his castle, and when he got on the castle, he said, "Well, I'll go up on the roof, as I do every day, and I'll study exactly what the magician told me to do, and then maybe I'll grow to get to be a big boy." But just as he was sitting up there trying to learn how to grow, he heard a terrible big thumping noise, and through the woods came a terrible old giant named Biffo. And Biffo just loved little dwarfs. He loved to eat them. Isn't that a terrible thing for a giant to do? And when Dumpy saw Biffo, he was frightened, and Biffo said, "Oh, that's my meal for today. I'm going into the castle." So he tried to get through the door, but the door was so small he couldn't get in. So he decided to dig down underneath. But just then Dumpy remembered the little piece of paper I'd given him that said, "If you want to grow, you must blow." So each of you, help me to make Dumpy grow big, will you? 1, 2, 3, let's blow. Blow more. And would you believe it? Dumpy grew very, very big. My goodness, all the time the giant was digging, and he came up into the castle from underneath. When he got in there, he said, "I'll go up on the roof and eat Dumpy." But when he got up there, do you know, he saw Dumpy, and he was frightened stiff because Dumpy was bigger than he was. So he quick went down into the castle. And you know, when he got down in, he found that same piece of paper that I had written out for Dumpy. And that piece of paper said, "If you want to grow, you must blow." But the poor old giant was so tired out that all he could do was draw in his breath like this. He couldn't blow at all. And do you know, and he drew in his breath, he got smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller until finally he was the smallest giant in the whole forest, and Dumpy was the biggest dwarf in the whole forest, and still living in the house without any furniture because he was too big to crawl up on it or climb up on it. Thank you all very, very much for helping me. What are you doing down there?
I'm treasure hunting.
Treasure hunting? What treasure?
What treasure?
Yes.
Tell them, kids.
I forgot that. Oh, that is so good. I want some.
You want some?
Yes, I want.
Listen, you old magic clown, you're greedy. You've already got some. But say, do you know, I can't say that I blame him an awful lot, Because most everybody I know wants more Bonomo's Turkish Taffy. It's so delicious. You know, you can eat it right from the whole bar, or if you want, here's something else you can do with it. Now, you just watch how this works. Wham! Like that, see? Down on the table, and you've broken it into small little pieces that you can share, well, with your friends or with your folks. Ah, man, that's real good. And I want to tell you something, that no matter how you take Bonomo's Turkish Taffy, it just lasts and lasts and lasts. Why, it's so good it just melts in your mouth. So you be sure and look for this, the red, white, and blue never stick wrapper at your favorite candy counter. If you don't see it, you just say, I want my Bonomo's Turkish Taffy.
Oh, that Jack Gregson, he has the best ideas all the time. But boys and girls, I want to tell you a little story that happened to me several years ago when I was with a great big circus. One day we had a terrible thing happen. The trunks that were supposed to come along with us never arrived in the city we were going to do our big show in. And the wardrobe mistress had a terrible problem because she had no belts to go around some of the people in the circus. So she called in me, the magic clown, and she said, what am I going to do to make some belts? And I said, well, you have a piece of cloth there. You should be able to make enough belts for the people in the circus. And the poor wardrobe mistress said, but I haven't, because they are very special people. Well, I said, all right, let's take a piece of the cloth and just tear it into two, about like this. I said, but that won't do any good at all. I told you they were very special people. Two of them are the Siamese twins. So I said, well, that's easy. And I took one of the pieces of cloth and I tore it just like I'm doing now. And would you believe it? I made a belt looped right inside of another one so that it would fit on the Siamese twins perfectly. But we had trouble. It seems there were 3 Siamese twins. So I had to do the trick all over again. And when I did the trick all over again, we had 3 loops, looped one inside of another, just like that. And the Siamese twins were taken care of. You may have that, this little girl down here. And oh, yes. Then she said, but how am I ever going to make a belt for the fat lady? Well, I said, just take the piece of cloth you have there and tear it like I'm doing right now, and I think you'll have a belt that will go around the fat lady. Oh, she said, yes, but our fat lady is twice as big as that. The belt will never go round her. So I said, that's easy, and I proceeded to tear the cloth again, just like I'm doing now. And do you know, I made a belt that was not only big enough to go around the fat lady, but big enough to go around the biggest elephant in the circus.
And now, let's visit the beautiful home of the world's smallest magician, built just like the famous Turkish taffy kettle. We see a huge puff of magic smoke, and here's the one and only Laffy.
Well. Hello, Laffy. Have you a trick for us this morning? Oh, you want me to give a very special message? Oh, Laffy wants to send his greetings to the New England Society of Magicians meeting up there in New Haven. Is that right? Well, very, very good, Laffy. That's wonderful. And what kind of a trick have you for us this morning? A trick with some coins and some glasses. Well, oh, I see. You want me to hold this little vase down here, and you're going to... That's very good. You put a little glass down on it like that, and over it, you want to put another glass like that. Now, what am I supposed to do? Oh, I'm supposed to hold that, am I? Well, all right, Laffy, I'll hold it. Hold it in my hand. Will that be all right if I hold it right there? What are you going to do? Oh, you're going to take a coin up from here, come way over here, and throw it at... Oh, for goodness sakes, Laffy. It went right into the glass. Well, Laffy, that was a very good trick. Pick up another coin, Laffy. Come over here, and you're going to throw it. Laffy, it jumped right into the glass. I'm amazed. This is really wonderful magic, Laffy. Where did you learn this trick? Whoa, another one. For goodness sakes, Laffy, you did that very, very well. Now we take another one, and way up here. Oh, Laffy, what happened to this one? Oh, it must have traveled right up through the air. Now let's see if they really are in there. And would you believe it? There they are. You know, I'll bet that's a trick that Jack Gregson would like, Laffy. Would you? Oh, you want to talk to Jack Gregson? Well, I'll bet Jack Gregson wants to talk to you, too. Let's see if he does. You think so?
Very good, Magic Clan. And now just say Corday. For Corday makes many, many delicious hard candies. First, there's the candy cuts right over here. These are the baby cuts. And then there's the peanut butter peanuts. And then the assorted buttercups. And there are many, many other hard candy treats in store for you. For instance, here are the black walnut chips. Oh, crisp, sweet candy on the outside, luscious black shredded coconut on the inside. Double taste enjoyment. How would you like to be able to just pop one of these in your mouth, huh? Oh, let me tell you. You just savor the flavor. Oh, and then you bite deep into that tasty center. Ah, that tastes good. So, you just say Corday. For right now, you can buy Corday hard candies many different places. Here's all you have to do. You just look for the Corday display. Look for it, and you'll see it wherever good candy is sold. Yes, indeed. You can buy them. They're tempting and they're mouth-watering. Corday's hard candies. You can get them individually, you see, or mixed by the pound. So buy Corday at these following stores: W.T. Grant, F.W. Woolworth, J.J. Newberry, S.H. Kress, the Green stores, all of the Green stores, the McCrory stores, the McClellan stores, G.C. Murphy, Neisner Brothers, N.H. Landau, M.H. Lanston, and the Fisher beer stores, and of course, at your favorite candy counter, too. So just say Corday, for Corday is perfection in confection.
And now, the magic clown, the housewife's friend, is going to show you how to do your laundry in rapid time. You see, I have here some very, very badly soiled silk handkerchiefs. Jack Gregson must have gotten hold of these before the show, because I was supposed to do a trick with them, and he got ink all of them. But you know it's very, very simple to correct that. All you have to do is get a box of soap flakes, and as long as you get soft soap, it doesn't make any difference what kind you buy. And what you do is, when you get the soap flakes, you throw the flakes out. You don't use the flakes, you just throw the flakes out of the box. And once they've been thrown out, you use the box. And down into it, you tuck the silk handkerchiefs that have been soiled, or anything else you may have that's been soiled. Now, there's number 1, and here's number 2, going right down into the box. Now, that's very easy so far, and there's been no trickery. But up to here, watch. Here's where the trickery begins. We tuck number 3 down into the box. And now, as I say, no fun up to here, no trickery, lots of fun. But now that they're in there, watch. Here's where the trickery begins. Because I close the box all up just like this. Then I shake it in this hand, and 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 wave my hand over to say the magic words. Everybody say it now. Yeah. And when I say the magic word Bonomo, I open up the box, and would you believe it? They come out just as clean and white as can be. There's number 1, and there's number 2, and there's number 3 that came out too, just as clean and white as can be. And I'll bet you don't know how that trick is done, do you?
Turn the box around.
Turn the box around, Julie.
No, upside down.
Oh, like this. Oh, that's the time I fooled you. Watch. I'm going to show you exactly what is in the box. You see, if you open it up, you see there is absolutely nothing in it.
That's wonderful, Magic Clown, but gee, I'm sorry.
Oh, boy, that will give me all the pep and energy of a happy little rabbit.
Oh, you bet your life. You know, boys and girls, don't you dare miss Bonomo's Turkish Taffy, because I'm here to tell you that it's just the most taste-tempting treat that you could possibly imagine. Why, just let its luscious goodness melt in your mouth, and man, oh man, oh man, you're going to discover the dandiest, candiest flavor ever. And, of course, you're going to get hours upon hours of good, wholesome enjoyment, too, from your bar of Bonomo's Turkish Taffy, because it lasts so long. Now, let me show you. You don't have to eat your bar of Bonomo's Turkish Taffy from the whole bar if you don't want to. You can just slam it down like that, and then just tear off this new never-stick wrapper, and oh, look at there, will you? Just lots of scrumptious pieces of Turkish Taffy, and just wham-bam lot of fun, too. And then, I'm telling you, that is real good. So you just go to your candy counter, will you? And when the candy counter man says, "What do you want?" as if he didn't know, you just say, "I want my bar of Bonomo's Turkish Taffy because it tastes so good." Get yours as soon as you can, will you? And now, here's the Magic Clown.
Doing sort of a silly trick, too. A little Chinese trick.
You know, once upon a time there was an old Chinese magician, and he had 2 magic wands like this, and through them there was a hole, and a string ran through them. And there was a tassel on each end of the string, and when he pulled on one tassel, the other one went up. When I pull on this tassel, you see the other one goes up, just like that. It's a very remarkable trick. But one day somebody said, oh, I know how that's done. He said there's a string between the 2. And I said, oh, no, there isn't. As a matter of fact, if you think there is, I'll cut it just like that. And that's what I did, and then I held them apart like that. And would you believe it? When I pulled on one tassel, the other one went up and touched the stick. When I pulled on the other one, this one went up and touched the stick. A most remarkable trick. Whenever you pulled on the little one, whether you see, this is a long cord that just goes through here. Do you see that? And this is a little tiny short cord that goes through here. And were I to pull on the short cord, the other one would go up and touch the stick. You see what I mean? Oh, the young man means there's one right down here at the end. No, you're wrong. There's nothing there at all. I can put it right here. You see, nothing there at all. I'll tell you what. I'll put this one under my arm like this. You can see there's nothing there now. When I pull on this one, you see the other one goes up and touches the stick. It has to, because whenever you pull on the short one, the other one always gets short, and the short one gets long. Or if I pull on this short one, the other. It always happens. Whenever you pull on one, the other. Oh, wait a minute. Something's gone wrong. Oh, I remember. I forgot to say the magic word. Do you know the magic word? No, sit right down here. Just move forward a little bit. Now that you see the magic word, I'll pull on the tassel of your Bonomo hat like this one. And as I pull on that, they both get short. And all I have to do is say Bonomo, pull on this one. And they're just as good as they were when we first started.
And now, let's visit with the swirl's smallest magician, the greatest prestidigitator and master of legerdemain. We see a huge puff of magic smoke, and here's the one and only Laffy.
Good morning, Laffy. Did you hear what that Jack Gregson said about you? He certainly says the greatest things. I tell you what, sometimes even you and I don't know what he's talking about, do we? No. Oh, you're going to do a special trick this morning? You're going to hypnotize my hand? Now, Laffy, what do you mean you're going to hypnotize my hand? Oh, you'll show us. You're going to wave your hand. Oh, I see. You have a pack of cards, and you're going to use those to help us. Is that right, Laffy? That's right. All right, Laffy, you take the cards out. What are you going to do now? You're going to hypnotize my hand. What's that? You're going to place cards down on my hand. Well, now, Laffy, I don't know whether you can hypnotize my hand or not. Do you think you really can? All right. Laffy, let's try it out. Let's see if we can really get my hand hypnotized here. Do you think you can do it? I don't think you can, Laffy, because you're having too much trouble already. Oh, that's all. Now it's hypnotized? Laffy, I don't know whether... You're going to prove it. Well, all right. What are you going to do now? Put a card on... Well, that's all right, but I don't see any particular trick to that. And another one on here. And another one way out here. Well, for goodness sakes, Laffy, we seem to be having all sorts of trouble. Laffy, you're not getting anywhere at all with this trick. And they tell me, Laffy, that you usually do it very, very well. Let's try it again. Let's put a whole lot of cards on here like this. There's... Oh, my goodness, Laffy. What's happening here? Here we go. Oh, for goodness sakes. Laffy, don't drop so many of them. You're having real serious trouble here. That's right. That's it. Oh, Laffy, Laffy, Laffy. Some more. Way over here on this side. Laffy, how am I going to hold on to them if you put any more there? Goodness sakes alive. Well. I have to turn my hand over, but they'll all drop, Laffy. Oh, you'll help me. Well, Laffy, they did stay right there.
Oh, say, that was great, Magic Clown. And say, here's something else that's great. It's Bonomo's Butter-Rich Peanut Brittle. Yes, sir, Bonomo's Peanut Brittle is butter-rich. Let me tell you about it. You see, Mother, it's made with country fresh table butter. And just like good, wholesome butter, it melts in your mouth. Oh, and those crisp, crunchy peanuts, oh, man, they're hand-picked, they are. You bet your life. They're hand-picked. They're the pick of the crop. Mm-hmm. I want to tell you that Bonomo's butter-rich, crunchy, thin peanut brittle is always fresh because this new, heavy foil wrapper, you see, that's the one that does the trick. You bet your life, it hermetically seals in the flavor, and it keeps it fresh as only a foil wrapping can. So don't you forget now, buy Bonomo's butter-rich peanut brittle in the new heavy foil wrap package at supermarkets, candy counters, and everywhere that good candy is sold. Now, inside of the package, you'll find some wonderfully new and exciting recipes for such things as peanut brittle layer cakes and drop cookies, too. So remember, buy Bonomo's peanut brittle. It's the better brittle. It's the butter brittle.
Well, boys and girls, that's a great idea. But you know, I had the most wonderful Christmas gift given to me. It was an old-fashioned pirate's chest that looks something like this box that I have right here. But you know, I couldn't figure out why anyone would give me an old chest like this without a thing in it. And you can see, there's absolutely nothing in it. It's just empty. And then I got a very, very good idea. I said to myself, maybe this is a real magic chest. And maybe I have to say some magic words or something, like hocus pocus, or abracadabra, or the real magic word, Bonomo. So that's exactly what I did. I took the chest and I said the real magic word, Bonomo, and then I opened it up. When I looked into it, why, there was an electric light bulb to let me see. Well, and then I found in it another thing, a pretty silk handkerchief with a rabbit on it, a magician's rabbit just like that. And then I looked in again, and I found a funny old snake charmer that looked about like that. Well, I thought that was a pretty good idea, so I reached in again, and I found a picture of a dragon, a mean old dragon. And for goodness sakes, I reached in again, and do you know what I found this time? I found a picture of a duck in a boat, like that. And I said to myself, you know, that's really a pretty good magic chest. But the funny part of it is that whenever I turn it around and open it up, it's empty. There's nothing in it, just absolutely empty. And so, again, once I found that it was empty, I'd turn it around, say the magic word, and the magic word would be Bonomo. And again, I'd open it up like this, and would you believe it? I'd find something else. For example, I found a picture of an old friend of mine, another funny-looking clown. And, oh, yes, I found all sorts of things. Butterflies, there's a great big butterfly, and all sorts. Oh, I even found something to drink right down in there, something that everybody likes to have to drink. And, oh, then I found some great big long silk, like this, some silk scarves that would do for a real big giant, and another silk scarf that do for another giant. And then I looked way inside it, and do you know what I found? I found some playing cards that I could do a trick with. And then I found, thinking they weren't large enough, I reached inside, I found a great big playing card like that. And then I said to myself, that's not large enough. So I reached inside and I found a great big one that's even bigger than the box itself. And then I came to the most important part of all. I reached right down in there and I found the thing that every boy and girl wants whenever they can get it. And that is a whole lot of Bonomo's turkey sandwich.
What a magic clown. That was really a swell Christmas, wasn't it? But that's just about all the time we have for today, Magic Clown.
Well, you know, I'm sorry about that, but boys and girls, go to your favorite candy counter and buy a bar of Bonomo's Turkey's Taffy.
Boys and girls, Bonomo has a special 1952 candy treat coming out very soon, so you watch for it. The Magic Clown is presented each week at this same time by Bonomo, famous for quality candy for over 50 years. Bye-bye. Buy now and buy Bonomo's Peanut Brittle, the better butter brittle, and Bonomo's Turkey's Taffy.
NBC Television.